Hey, check it out. Today I ride down some epic curvy pavement and then transition into some epic curvy dirt roads and rediscover a park that I discovered back in the early 80s on a big, heavy street machine. Stick around and I'll show you the whole thing. Moto Giant. So it's really funny. I remember coming out to Blue Creek Park just by accident one day. Back in the 80s, I was on a street bike. I believe it was going to be a big 750 Honda 77 model. Yeah, this must have been early 80s. I rode that thing at the time. I thought I rode that thing everywhere, but I really didn't. Looking back on it, I really had no idea that you can ride motorcycles across the country. I'm quite sure I never rode that thing out of state. Just because my mechanical skills weren't really that good back then, and you know, my fear was great. I was a young man. Well, actually, was I a young man at that point? I may have been a teen. Yeah, I could have easily been a teen. I used to ride a lot back then because, especially when I was in high school, I'd just get on my bike and go. Nothing made my mind more straight than riding my motorcycle. And by straight, I don't mean, gay straight. I meant like getting my head straight. And it's funny, I used to have a conflict with my mother all the time. And I still do, really. When it comes to things she doesn't understand, you can't explain them to her. And that was one of the things I tried to understand, tried to get her to understand. Our biggest conflict was, I'd get on my motorcycle and, you know, I'd be like, I'm going riding. Where are you going? Riding. But where are you going? You know, I guess that was a typical teen thing. You're going to get into trouble, aren't you? And, you know, I got into a little bit of trouble back then, but, you know, probably not much more than a typical teenager. But it was, you know, she seemed to focus on me more than my two brothers. And, you know, was it because I was a biker? You know, was I getting in trouble? No, I never really got into that. Well, let me think. Yeah, I just got a bunch of tickets. I never really got into trouble on the bike. So for her to assume that, you know, I'm going on riding my motorcycle to go get into some trouble. And, you know, it could have been concern. You know, it could have been genuine concern, but it came off as, where are you going? What is your destination? And I could not make her understand. I had no destination. Or at least back then, the goal was to ride out and to ride back. Or to ride out, ride around, and ride back. It never was a destination. I don't remember ever having a destination. Other than going back and forth to school, that was a destination. But, you know, I'm going riding to go there. I never remember having that. I never remember having destinations back then. It was just getting on my motorcycle to go ride. She just could not understand it. I mean, absolutely could not understand it. So, and I don't know to this day, I don't know that I could even make her understand it now. In fact, I would doubt that I could. She doesn't worry about me as much now. She worries about me going out in the woods and riding, because I tell her, you know, I'm concerned about going out in the woods, because, you know, you roll off the side of the road going down the street, you're going to probably get hurt more than you would in the woods, but, you know, it's a good chance that you can crawl back out into the street and somebody will stop and help you. But some of the places that I ride, you know, even out like somewhere like here, it probably somebody's going to drive by me same day. I'm thinking if there's still a boat landing out here. I'm trying to find that park that was on top of the hill. That may be out this road. Maybe I just forgot the turn that I make. Yeah, this road seems a lot more familiar than the one I just took. But the story I was trying to tell is this road. I'm not even sure. It had to have been the sign. I can't imagine any other reason that I would take my street bike, at least back then, down a dirt road. I can't imagine what reason I would have other than I want to see this park. And I was thinking 50 street bike down this dirt road. And I'd ridden in the dirt, so that wasn't that big of a deal. But, you know, even back then, I would rather take a knobby-tired bike down a dirt road than a big, heavy street bike with street tires. And, but that's what I recall. I recall coming down this road and going, wow, I think I've been down this thing a mile already and I don't see a park. What is this? Did I make the wrong turn? I seriously thought that. I was like, okay, well I'll just keep going, because it seemed like the road was probably just as good as it is here back then. You know, it's not washed out, not rutted out, not washed out, no real difficulties. Just, you know, roll down the road, don't go too fast, keep the bike upright. That was my main goal. And it wasn't until I got to an uphill part that I was even a little bit concerned. But the weirdest thing is, and I'm not even sure if it's still going to be the way it was, is the weirdest part is I don't know, felt like 2 or 3, 4 miles down this dirt road, started going up the hill, and it was a pretty big hill like this, and I started going up the hill, and then I connected with pavement. And immediately, like, oh, okay, surely I missed the turn, because I'm back in civilization now. And that's all I was thinking. Is like, oh, okay, I missed the turn, or that park, or I turned at the wrong place, or somebody screwed me over with that sign back there, something. Because, you know, I couldn't imagine, and I think that's it. Well, no, that's probably. It's been so long since I've been out here. It may just be a boat ramp now. It's still as pretty as I remember it. Nice, well-groomed road. Probably groomed by the county. Probably kept in. Washboards kind of suck. Washboards. Are they laid down by tractors, graders, or is it knobby-tired trucks getting up and spinning their wheels the whole way up? So anyway, that's what I remember. I remember coming down here and then hitting pavement. Just like this. And this is it. Holt Lake, boom. All the way out in the middle of nowhere, and I hit pavement, and I go, what the hell am I doing? And why didn't they pave it all the way up here? And to this day, that was close to 40 years ago. And to this day, they have not paved that road back there. And it's still just as nice as it was back then. I think it seemed like it was almost new blacktop back then. But then I got on top of this thing and I was like, oh yeah, nice abandoned road in the middle of nowhere. And I got really excited. And picnic area, camping, I don't know. I'm gonna have to do this. This is it. This is definitely it. Alright, so boat ramp. We're going to tool around here real quick. This is parking for... kind of hard to tell. This is what I remember. I don't remember the boat ramp back then. I think the boat ramp has been put in since then. This is everything that I remember. Is a hilltop picnic area. I don't remember any kind of camping or anything. But this was the bizarre part. Is just coming up here and going, wow, this is a park on top of a hill. this is bizarre. And it was at the time. I'd never seen anything like it. So, this looks like, yeah, this is camping. This is really cool. I probably need to come over here one night during the week and camp, just kind of see what happens during the week. But I had told people about this for probably 20 years after that. Corps of Engineer Park, out in the middle of nowhere, on top of a hill, down a dirt road. You gotta go 5 miles down a dirt road to get there. You go out, and it's just a bunch of picnic tables on top of a hill. And that's what I remember. Let's see how deep this thing is. Maybe this is all... I don't even see the first picnic table out here. But that's the same fence. I don't remember a gate anywhere. But I thought, this is the most bizarre thing I've ever seen, is... I'll tell you the downside of... the downside of some of the Corps parks, and there's not many, but the downside is seeing how awesome things used to be. That's a real bummer sometimes. Coming out and going, oh wow, this used to be really cool. And it's decayed, and this is maybe one of those things. That's a pretty high point. So that is Lock 17, and I know that because I recognize that park across there. I've been down there so many times, it's not even funny. But the beach is closed. They probably opened that up for camping just like they did Deer Lick. Yeah, they got campers over there. And fishing, and... But now we're going to turn around and go back to the boat landing. And maybe talk about that. But yeah, there is... in fact, one of the depressing things is at Lock 17. I walked around the gate up there to see their old picnic area. It was an old picnic area. And it may have been a camping area too. It's kind of hard to tell, but it's been abandoned. And it was magnificent. It had a beautiful... big, huge deck with a walkway to get to it, and it's stuck off the side of the hill, overlooking, kind of like that one was, almost exactly like that, except that's just a concrete barrier. There's nothing fancy about that. But this is all I remember. I don't remember the boat ramp being over here. I could be wrong. I remember the most bizarre thing about it was that there was nothing else up here. Maybe I missed it, but I don't remember it being up here. But I've been down here since. And I think even at that time, I thought to myself, I don't remember a boat ramp being here. But I certainly don't remember it being on top of that hill back there. Somebody pulled up their pop-up here. That's kind of interesting. So, yep, Holt Lake. It's pretty this time of year. And that's, I think they call that Lock 17 Park, I think. But that's Lock 17 up around the corner. So, anyway, it's good to reminisce like this. It's good to pull those memories out and dust them off. I wish I was into taking pictures. There was no video back then, or at least not consumer grade video. That was, I didn't get my first video camera till probably 2, 3, 4 years after that, and that thing was huge anyway. It was the size of this my rally shield, so that was not a thing. Okay, so the last time I came out here, I don't think I even noticed this over here. I don't think I fooled with it. I think I just went straight to the boat landing. That's why I thought that other dirt road, the one I went down before, was the way to the hilltop. So yeah, a nice paved road at the end of a dirt road. And it's a nice dirt road. I don't want to dog this road, but it's just bizarre. And I think I've seen another one of these somewhere else on the other side of the country, and just as bizarre. I'm guessing the Corps didn't want to pave this road for the county, and the county didn't want to pave it for the Corps, so it's just sat here all this time. Hard to be consistent. You don't know how much traction you're going to have from turn to turn, much less from. I mean, like there's a big patch right there. There's a big patch. There's a big patch right here in the corner. You got lots of traction on the dirt, but these little ball-bearing marbles that are in here, not so much. Anyway, it's a good day of riding. This is what having a dual sport is all about right here. You get off the dirt road that you can pretty much blaze down with decent tires, and you can blaze down the Goodwater Road here. Doesn't get much better than this.